Welcome to the Wally Show Aftercast. All the stuff we did not get to during the course of the show today. I was threatened on the show today.
Threatened?
And made fun of and maligned all day long by Betty Rock. Betty Rock has been in a mood today. And
I've been in a mood.
You've been in a mood.
You put me there.
I feel good. Like, it's so funny that your bad mood stems from my good mood.
Because your good mood involves annoying me.
I don't even mean to. Like, I'm not even trying to.
On.
Today I'm not trying to, lady.
Sure.
I'm just in a good mood. I got my coffee. I'm ready to go.
Okay, good mood, what it takes to get him in a good mood is for him to be in a hyper state.
Yes.
And singing,
yeah,
hitting things, dancing.
And I'm better at my job like
attention.
that. Yes.
So you can see how your good moods turn mine into bad.
Okay, so here's the deal. Eventually, when I get back, we're going
to learn how to have a good mood without a stimulant like caffeine.
No, I need that. It helps me. Because some people take pills to get in a good mood, I take this to get in a good mood. And like you've said, I want you to be happier. I'm happier. And then, be careful what you wish for, lady. And so maybe when we get the new guy in here, it'll be good because then I can, drive him crazy. And you'll get a pass unless he and I gang up on you, which is nice. Like our engineer Robert that comes in every day, he and I have this thing where Robert comes in and does a dad joke for Betty Rock every day.
That you do just to annoy me.
And she hates it.
It annoys me, so you support it.
That one I do. That one I'm fully in on.
And you blame me.
Yeah.
You blame the victim.
Oh, you're not the victim.
I am the
Trust
victim.
Me.
Trust me.
But I saved enough coffee to get through the Aftercast today, which is good. And I feel good because she's like, I'm never letting you have coffee again on the last day before you're gone for vacation because it's a lot. You're a lot today. And so I know I'm a lot. But I'm a lot of fun.
Why are you blaming me?
Because I'm a lot of fun.
But no.
You're sucking the fun right out of this, lady.
No, it's like having a hyper ADHD kid that you've just given an extra large coffee to. like no one wants to be around that.
I want to have fun today. So today is going to be my last day for a hot second. And
praise the Lord.
I know. Betty Rock's getting a little vacation from me, which she will say on the outside that she loves, but then she secretly misses me, and that's okay. I know it. You don't even have to say it. Like on the show, how we were saying, doing that bit about tell me your dad loves you without telling me your dad loves you. It's like I know the things that you say are very public to people and are disparaging, but I know what that really means. So thank you. I'm gonna thank you in advance for your love and kindness and your support. So anywho, hey, why don't we do this? Why don't we have you go first today? Wonderful. Because you love that. It's the simple things that make your life worth living. And this is one of those things. So why don't you go?
Okay. So you remember the show TLC's John and Kate Plus 8. And then a few years after it started premiering, they announced that they were getting a divorce. And then it became Kate Plus 8.
It was one of those shows that kind of was. Then you had the Duggars after that, which is really crazy. Yep. Like a lot of these shows where they have the family in there, you watch the family be what it is, and then it kind of comes unraveled. And you're like, did the TV show unravel that? Or was it always going to unravel and you just got to watch it because it was being documented? And the same thing with John and Kate Plus 8, and then Kate Plus 8. And she and John, they went at it, man. It was
She was
not
a strong
pretty.
Personality.
Very much so.
Yeah. So it turns out that they have their son. He is one of the sextuplets. So he was the one of 6. And his name is Collin. But he is releasing a book on the 13th, October 13th. He's 22 years old. And this one is called In the Shadow of 8, Surviving the Reality of My Childhood. So
dramatic.
I looked it up to see, what is the history behind Collin and his mom.
Yeah,
well,
it's a drama.
He started blasting his mom at an early age, accusing her of child abuse and child exploitation. He even claimed that she zip-tied and locked him in the basement, and she institutionalized him as well.
Okay. Now, some of these things you have to take with
a grain of
consider
salt.
The source, but then some of it, it's always shades of gray to me. It's never black and white. And so you look at this and the things about I locked him in a basement or whatever. Or I could see a mom being at her wit's end and being like, you stay down there and locking the door. I could 1,000,000,000% see that,
If it's and I don't support child abuse at all. I'm thinking, though.
I got locked in my room as a kid. That wasn't abuse.
I'm thinking if you're a single mom with
8
kids, I don't know if she had the help or not.
Because he could have been an honest to God, like, problem child.
Yeah.
Like, he could have had imbalances where they're like, she institutionalized me. Maybe there was a reason for that because you were chemically imbalanced and you needed that help.
Right.
But at the time or even now as you process it, you don't think that you needed it or you thought that she was being abusive.
Right. Well, I guess his dad, John, was on his side, and he got full custody of Collin. And
Really?
Collin moved in with him, and then there was a sister that moved in with them too. But the rest of them stayed with Kate.
That's a really interesting dynamic where you have, because I think that some people, you gravitate towards one parent or the other. It's weird. Like my daughter, and I would support it. Like if God forbid something happened, but like I would support my daughter being with my wife. Because my wife is a good person, you know, and they have a really strong relationship, and she needs more of what my wife brings to her than what I do. And then I would always be there to help her, but I would be like, yeah, you should be with her, you know. But in custody battles, man, they don't care about the kids. The kids are a gambit. The kids are a negotiating tool, which is horrible. But it would be really hard to see something like this where you've got, you know, multiple kids, and then, well, I'm going with mom. I'm going with dad. That would be, wow, that's so messed up, man.
I know. It's sad. And it makes you wonder, had the family not signed up for this TV show, would it have ended as badly as it did? I don't know. I do know that I want to read this book. It is released October 13th.
Yeah, I think, you know, because we talk about reality TV, the reality is anytime you introduce a camera, reality stops. We say it's reality, but people will act differently, positively or negatively, with the presence of a camera. Because a lot of times, too, if you know there's a camera, you might behave nicer to somebody than you would if there wasn't. You know, and so there's that. And then there's the other things where they're the people like on 90 Day Fiancé that the cameras are there and they're just going to ratchet it up and give the people what they want, the drama, and they overdo everything. And so there's no true reality TV if people know that there are cameras there. Reality TV would be hidden cameras where that they talk about like integrity is what you do when no one's looking. I think that's where reality lies as well. It's what you do when no one is watching. But these, it's weird because I think some of the problems when you have a TV show, there's new problems introduced that you wouldn't have faced otherwise. And is that the catalyst? Is that what undoes a family or what exacerbates the problems that were already there? I would think you've already got the problems. This is something that just kind of pokes that, you know, and irritates it.
Yeah, I don't know.
More so than, they would have made it without the TV show, you know? Because I think that those, like her and him already were very different. When you see them, oh my gosh, some of the interviews with them are brutal, where she just emasculates him and just, like,
I didn't watch much of the show, so I don't know.
I saw a bunch of now, and then he did dumb things too. Like it's not like, he's the victim and she just did everything. Again, back to the gray, where they both are culpable in this. But sadly, in these situations, it's the kids that take the hit, as is evidenced by, you know, the book. And yeah, it would be an interesting read. So you know what? Why don't you read that and then do a book report for me, like you do with podcasts? And then this one should have an ending. So that would be really, really great. And I would love that. Man, talking about this, I'm kind of on the same tip with you. The thing I have is about divorce. Like, hey, the divorce show right before I go on vacation. I didn't even really realize that. But this I found was interesting, is there was a report on occupations with the highest divorce rates and then occupations with the lowest divorce rates. And I thought that was interesting because we spend as much or more time at our jobs than we do or as we do with our spouses a lot of times. I mean, if you go to work 8, 10, 12 hours, and then you come home, you spend a little time with your spouse, watch TV, eat dinner and stuff, and then you go to bed. And so your work can be something that I think can affect your home life. I know, like, people will always ask me, if I haven't seen them for a while, they'll be like, hey, how's your wife? And I'm like, she's great. My answer is she's great. She's always great. She's always that stability. And yeah, do I annoy her? Does she annoy me sometimes? Absolutely. But by and large, she's very consistent in our relationship. And by and large, we don't have like problems. We get along really, really well. And so I don't have the drama at home. Work can be a different scenario for me.
He creates the drama. I
came home frustrated by something yesterday, and she just knew that something was off. And I didn't really want to talk about stuff, and I was just irritated, and...
Well, and that's pretty much 90% of the time.
No, not when I get home.
And you're irritated.
No, I've been in a really good space and a good place, and I've been in a good headspace lately. And it was just this one thing, and it wasn't life all. It wasn't like career ending it wasn't even anything really horrible. It was just kind of getting some information that I'm like, oh, I didn't expect that. Mm-hmm. I don't love that. I get it, but I don't love it. And I was just kind of like, and so I didn't want to talk about it, but I was just off. And she could tell I was off. And so for me, I have off work days, and things that bother me, and it comes home with me. As much as I try to leave it at the door, it comes home with me. And she's really good about, well, you want to talk about it and stuff. And so then I eventually will tell her and stuff, and then we kind of move past it. But it throws me off for a little bit. And some people, you get home and you bring all that work home and you aren't able to get past it. And it then becomes something that fuels and throws gas on a fire in a relationship and stuff too. So I looked at the top 5 highest divorce rates. This one was crazy. Press machine operators. People that are using a pressing machine that like stamps out different parts or metal fab and things like that. They have a 47% chance of divorce.
I wonder why.
I'm going to say it's because of the environment. You kind of like if you work in a restaurant, if you've ever worked in a restaurant, it's its own culture, and you are surrounded by people that have made sometimes some difficult life decisions, and you can become a product of what you're around. Mm-hmm. I think if it's like this is like an assembly line kind of thing, and it can be a rougher place, and it can be a place where maybe people that you're working right next to have had 3 divorces, and they're always complaining about their spouse, and then you kind of pick up on that, and then you take that home. That's my guess.
That makes sense.
I'm theorizing about a lot of these things. This one I don't get: bus drivers. Unless it's just stress of driving a bus and you deal with people at their worst all day.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
I would have thought cops. I mean, cops didn't even make this top 5 list.
Wow.
Because I would bring that work home. Mm-hmm. Like, I could not do that job. Massage therapists? Infidelity, maybe?
Maybe.
I'm throwing that out. Or they kind of are accusing of that after a while. Like when they first got married, like, oh, you're a massage therapist. That's great. I'll get free massages. And then something flips and you're like, you're still rubbing other people? Like, yeah, it's my job. We talked about this.
Yeah, that's interesting.
That was number 3. Number 2, telemarketers.
Oh, they're the worst.
I know, but I don't wish divorce on them, though.
Well, no.
Because that's what that felt like.
But then also, what is I want to know what the reason is.
They're ready for a fight, man. They get home and they've been fighting with people all day.
Maybe they're not happy with their lives. Yeah. And if someone's not happy, then they don't want anyone else to be.
If you're not happy with yourself and your life, it is almost impossible to be happy for other people and their wins. Mm-hmm. And I think that is a really astute point, Rock, that probably is part of it. And that kind of dovetails into healthcare practitioners. That's 48%. I think it's just stress and long, weird hours, and you see a lot of bad, and you bring that home and you're not happy. And that can affect, because then if you're looking for someone else to make you happy, when they fail to meet your baseline expectation, then you get mad and you're already at that heightened sense of frustration. Or in some of it too, like if you look at like doctors, there's like serious ego in doctors. It takes an ego to do that job to some degree, and maybe that plays into it as well. But that's the 5 highest divorce rates. But here is some of the lowest ones. So if you're in this, physical therapists. You know what? Their jobs are a little bit more laid back. You're like, hey, let's just stretch you a little.
Well,
let's bend you this way.
And they can send their work home because it actually helps.
Yeah, and they're actually working on like the good side of things, and people are happy to see them, and they're not waking you up at 3 a.m. to give you a shot, and getting yelled at. Like people are coming to them to like, hey, fix me. And so I could see that. Software developers, they're just happy to be married. Honestly, like they're like, please don't leave me. Like I definitely married out of my league. I appreciate you. I love you. I'm gonna go code for a couple hours and then I'll be back. IT scientists, so kind of that same idea. Physical scientists have the lowest, like 17% divorce rate. And
What is that?
Scientists out in the world that kind of deal with different things. Like physical science used to be like the study of the world and biology and all that kind of stuff.
Oh.
And so I'm curious if it's like, hey, they're gone a lot,
Maybe.
Or I don't know. But
Then you would think truck drivers would have a good.
yeah, but that's a rough life.
But they're gone all the time.
I know that's a different one. And like artists, musicians, and stuff like that, all the trappings of the road. This one was really interesting. The number one lowest divorce rate, and I think I know why, are actuaries.
What's that?
An actuary is a person that calculates risk for like a insurance company or a big company, actuary. So basically, they've already figured out, they've done the math on this relationship before they got married. Okay, I know I got a chance of getting divorced, so I'm going to analyze every part of this relationship so that I make the absolute best decision, because they're all about decision making. And so they've done all the pre-work, and so I think that manifests itself in having a successful marriage.
That makes sense.
Yeah. And then this was another one that was on the list, but it was number 7. Sadly, I would hope this was number 1, but it's not. Clergy.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I wish that was number 1, but it's not. It's 20%. But I get it. I've seen it happen, man.
Well, when they put the church before their family.
Bing, bing, no, ding, ding, ding. Bing, bing, bing. No, ding, ding, ding. Circle gets a square. There we go. You're
bing,
absolutely
like
bing, bing, bing. You're absolutely right, because what happens is they will prioritize the people that they feel God has called them to serve at the expense of their own family. And that to me is sad. You got, a pastor that's investing in the youth group at his church, and his own kid is crying out for help and he misses it, or his wife and their relationship suffers because they're always doing the work of God, but they're not doing the work in their home that they should do. I mean, honestly, we've talked about this before. It's that oxygen mask theory. They always say you put your oxygen mask on first before helping those next to you, because you're no good if you're passed out. And it's the same thing with this, with pastors and everything. If you're not taking care of your family, you really can't be great for your parishioners. Because if you come home and it's just constant fighting and arguing and it's not healthy, how are you going to be great for other people? And so really, at the end, everything suffers at that point, So, all right, well, there you go. That's going to do it for...
Let's go to birthdays. I want to hear your segue.
And what I would like to see is people being happy in their relationships. And one of the things that really makes you happy are birthday candles on a birthday cake. And when you get that and someone shows you the love that they remembered your birthday and they give you a cake, it really does go a long way to helping save your marriage. So there you go. Oh, birthdays. Hey, why don't we do those? Segue.
Okay, we're going to catch up on a few because this is our last one for a while.
Okay, sorry.
So Meg is celebrating a birthday on the 21st. She's turning 19.
Nice.
She said, Jesus is my king. I love quotes, flowers, and baking sourdough.
Oh, I love
Could
quotes.
send us some sourdough here.
Yeah, sourdough is pretty boss. A lot of people making that now and doing
so
the whole
good.
starter. It's so much more work. I thought I was going to do it one time when Pastor Chad was here. He's like, I'm making sourdough. I'm like, oh, that sounds fun. I'll do it this weekend. Oh, no, you're not doing it this weekend. There is a lot of work. And then you have to raise that yeast dough thing, that starter, like it's a Tamagotchi. So I was way out. So good for you, Meg.
Michelle wants to wish her husband Scotty a happy birthday on the 23rd. Said he loves cars and racing, especially watching fun crashes. Fun crashes.
I know. I watch them too. That's why most people go to NASCAR and stuff.
Yeah, she says, I mean races like NASCAR, F1, or IndyCar.
Yeah, F1 crashes are next level.
Then we want to wish Lauren a happy birthday on the 26th. She said, I'm a fun, loving, weird, kind, and loving aunt of 3 nieces.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Happy birthday.
And then on July 9th, John and Elizabeth want to wish Madeline a happy birthday. She's an energetic and creative granddaughter and loves to win when we play Battleship. Who doesn't?
That's nice. Is that the Clausens?
It just says John and Elizabeth.
Oh, it's probably the Clausens.
Maybe so.
Or it's a granddaughter? Did it say it was a granddaughter?
You never listened to
No,
me?
I just want to I'm making sure.
Oh, granddaughter.
Yeah, I'm just making sure. Yeah, that's the Clausens.
Okay.
They're my Canadian friends that I met on a cruise a bunch of years ago. And he just texted me the other day. He was like, hey, man, look at these pictures. I'm out in Canada it was by the water. And they were standing in it. I'm like, how are you standing in it? That's still got to be ice cold,
Love that he rubs all of his good fortune into your face.
Yeah, his good Canadianism.
Let's go back to Michelle's question. She said her husband Scotty loves racing.
Yeah.
She said they have a race team with 24 hours of lemons. Have you heard of them?
No, I don't know that.
So 24hoursoflemons.com. I looked it up. So what it is you take a lemon car and you decorate it to whatever theme you want it to be, I guess. And then you race them along with other people. I don't know about the 24-hour thing, but you race them with other people that have lemon.
I would do that in a heartbeat.
So she said, pretend you have a Miata.
Yeah, okay.
What would your theme be if you turned a Miata into a car to race at Lemons? Our theme right now is my Apollo G's, which gives tribute to the Apollo program and apologizing for bringing a Miata to a Lemons race.
Oof, yeah. The Miatas are a little loud car. Like, they're so loud when they soup them up. I've been to a couple races where they had Miatas out on the track after us, and they're kind of annoying, honestly. What would your theme be?
I think I would do a unicorn theme.
Oh, I like that.
And then when you press the gas, a bunch of sparkle
glitter comes out of the back.
Yeah,
oh, that's
pipe
good.
In the back.
That is good.
Get a little horse's mane and a horse's tail.
I like that. I think I'd do 006.5. So like it'd be like 007, like a spy car, but then everything would kind of not work. You know, like it'd be just close enough to working, but then it wouldn't actually work.
That's really
like the ejection seat would only throw you halfway out of the car, and then you'd get hit by your own car, you know, kind of thing. So yeah,
that's good.
All right. Well, with that, weekend plans. Everyone's got to make plans. All right. So Betty Rock, I know you're weekend girl.
Yeah, I'm moving, so T's and P's for me.
Yeah,
because it's supposed to rain all day today. And then hopefully stop by 7 a.m. tomorrow, just in time for the movers to come.
Oh, 7 a.m. tomorrow? Yikes.
They're coming between 8:30 and 9:30.
Okay.
But the rain stops at 7.
Oh, yeah, I hope so. I'm going to be on a flight at 6.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, our flight is at 6 a.m. to then go meet all of the family in Minneapolis to then get on a 12-hour and 50-minute flight to Tokyo. So I'm looking forward to it, though, but it'll be a lot of fun. But, yeah, that's early. I think we're meeting. Our Uber guy is picking us up at 4 a.m. And so
you better tip him well.
I got to leave here at 3:30. I got to leave my house at 3:30 to get here. Marty, God bless her. I don't know why she does.
Why don't you have the Uber meeting? That's what an Uber is supposed to do, is pick you up at your house and then take you to where you want to go. So this is saving a little bit of money.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's easier. Like, I know the guy. It's not it's a guy he used to drive for Uber, but then he started his own thing on the side, and so I book it with him. And so, like, he lives up in this area. So at 4 a.m, I don't want him to have to drive down to where I live because it's another 20 minutes. And so it's to be nice to him and save a little bit of money.
Yeah, all I'm saying. I mean, it's different strokes for different folks, but you could pay a little bit more and then not have to know that you still got to drive a little bit when your Uber drops you off.
Yeah. I make things harder on myself to be kind to people.
Okay. To people that you never work with. But the people that he does work with.
Don't care about them.
Make them miserable.
Don't care about them.
Okay, go ahead.
And then that's it. And then I'm on that break, and I'll be doing that for a while. I'll be posting stuff of hopefully interesting or weird or funny or just cool things.
I bet you'll see a lot of cool things.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to. I didn't know that we had, because we're going to, my wife is a Disney adult, so is my daughter. And the people we're going with, they all love Disney too. So, like, we're doing the Disney parks over there. And I was really happy because I don't really know the itinerary. My wife and Spencer's mom, who's a travel agent, they've planned everything. And I was like, oh, we're going to Disney these 2.5 days. And then I thought we were going out like from there and there. Oh, no, we're doing 2 more days in Tokyo and doing stuff. And then we're going to like Osaka and all these other places.
Fun.
So I'm really looking forward to it.
What are you going to eat, though?
That's the problem. Like, I have a bag full of junk food to tide me over. And on the plane, because the plane food is bad, too, I think.
Aren't they big into Kentucky Fried Chicken?
They are. So I'm hoping I'll see a lot of those.
It might be different, though.
I know. Like Kentucky Fried Chicken, your chicken sandwich has a head on it still.
Yeah. Oh.
I'm intending to, I love rice. And so I can eat rice with chicken. And so if I should be able to find teriyaki chicken or something. I should be able to go through most of the meal at Panda Express and find something on there that I like. And so I wonder if they have a Panda Express. How great would that be? I want to eat Panda Express in China.
That Chinese?
Yeah, I want to eat Panda Express in China for sure.
Okay.
But if not, Like Wagyu beef is a big deal in Japan, and it's super expensive over here.
Maybe you'll see a panda.
I'm hoping it's not expensive over there. I know. I wish I was going to go to the zoo where Punch is. I know.
Oh my gosh, I would die.
I'm going to be like 30 minutes outside of that, but then they said that because of now it might have chilled out, but they went from like 800 people a day to like 4,000 people.
Yeah, all
so
because
they
of Punch.
They weren't prepared for that, so I'm sure it would be frustrating. But now he's kind of died off and stuff.
Not physically, but yeah.
Like, so
yeah.
That
but
would be
still,
cool.
I would love to see him.
I know.
I mean, when else are you going to be able to see Punch?
I know. So
it's just precious.
It could be fun to go do. So I don't know. So anyway, that's what we got going on for the next little bit. When we get back, new guy Marks will be here, and we will introduce you to him. And I'm going to have Betty and Marks plan the Monday show for when we get back. So it'll be interesting. It'll be a surprise for me.
It might stink.
It might. Good chance. But we'll see how that goes. So anyway, thank you for the time and being gracious about the time off for me. I appreciate that. And as always, thanks for being a potty.